Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how I love to apply false lashes. If you're a beginner like me and have always been scared of false lashes and never able to apply them, then this technique in this video is for you. I am obsessed with makeup. As you can see, I've been on YouTube almost 3 years now. I love doing my makeup, and I have still never been able to apply false lashes. No matter how many of these how to apply false lashes for beginner videos I've watched, none of the techniques work, and I've never been able to apply a strip lash the traditional way on top of my lash line. So today I'm going to show you a great secret way how to apply false lashes so they look natural and like eyelash extensions. I have mine on right now, and you're going to see me apply these in the video. I learned this technique from Brandy Jackson. I'll link her Instagram and her YouTube down below, but she has an IGTV video on this, so I will be sure to link her because she's the one that taught me this. I don't take credit for it. Maybe you guys have seen this trick before, but when I discovered this on her page, it was the first I've heard of it, and it requires putting the lashes underneath your lashes instead of on top, which is just revolutionary and is going to change the game and make it super easy for you if you're a beginner. So without further ado, let's jump into the video and how I apply my false lashes. To get started, you definitely need a pair of lashes, some tweezers, some lash glue, and a little pair of lash scissors or some other kind of small pair of scissors that you can trim the lashes with. And for the lashes, I'm going to be using these. These are the Ardell Naked Lashes in the shade 422. And as you can see here on the packaging, if I get it to focus, these are the ones with the seamless band, and that's really key. I think those are the easiest to apply and look the most natural. These are the exact pair that Brandy used in the video that taught me this technique, and I recently purchased a 4-pack of them on Amazon just because I like how they look. I like that they have kind of a slight wing out to the edge and they're nice and wispy and natural. And they're definitely a lot more dramatic than I'm used to because I'm typically used to, as you guys know, like never wearing false lashes. But that clear band is just really helpful for making the whole thing look the most natural. Coming at you from the future, I forgot to mention a couple tips. First of all, you'll notice in the video that I've already done all my makeup and applied mascara. I did not curl my lashes because my lashes naturally have enough curl that I think they blend well with the falsies, but if you have super straight lashes, I would definitely recommend curling first and applying mascara. I don't like to apply mascara on top of my falsies because I want to be able to reuse them, and I like how wispy and natural they look without any mascara, so I don't apply any on top. And I find that if you apply the falsies on top of your natural lashes, then you kind of need the mascara to blend the two together, but when we do this technique and apply them underneath, then they already kind of seamlessly look blended and you don't need to apply mascara to the falsies. Another quick tip is I, as you can tell in the video, have my full face of makeup done before I apply the falsies. If you're a beginner, I would definitely recommend just finishing your eye makeup and leaving the face makeup for after, just because sometimes you try to get a little close with your tweezers and you might rub your face makeup a little bit, but it's kind of up to you. I personally the first time just did my eye makeup and applied the falsies because I was worried about messing up my face makeup, and personally when I'm trying out a new technique and getting all nervous, I get all sweaty and then my face makeup tends to slide off and look nasty anyway, so that's what I did the first time. But if you are planning to use a lot of loose powders in your makeup, I would apply your full face first, because just like with eyelash extensions, you would have to brush them out after you applied your makeup if you got a bunch of powdery products caught in them. So it's kind of up to you what's going to work best for how you're doing the rest of your makeup, but you might want to consider just doing your eye makeup before applying the falsies and not doing the rest of the face. So first thing I like to do is kind of measure to make sure that these are a good length for my eye. So I've already used these lashes before, so I know they're okay, but if you're trying with a lash for the first time, I would definitely do this. I would just take the whole lash before you cut it and kind of lay it down on your eye and see where it begins and ends and if it's kind of the right length. So there it is sitting on my eye here. I'll try to get that to focus for you. And as you can see, it doesn't go too long, it doesn't go too short. It's kind of the perfect length to fit my lash. So if you have an extra long, more dramatic lash, I would definitely do this first and then trim it down to an appropriate length so that it's not way longer than your lash line. Then the next thing I would also do if you're working with a more dramatic or stiffer lash would be to kind of like roll the lash a little bit and kind of loosen up the band. With these ones, with these Invisibands, they're really flexible already and I don't find that they're too curved. Some lashes you get though are like severely like stuck curved like this, so you kind of want to loosen them up. I think that just helps. But the next step is going to be to trim the lashes into 4 pieces. So what I do to do this is I just kind of fold the lash in half real quick and see generally where the half mark is. It doesn't really matter how equal your pieces are. You just want to get it into 4 pieces that are generally the same size. But once you have them on, you're not going to be able to see where you've cut them, so it's not going to be too important. And then another tip is the first time I did this, I was holding the lashes upwards like this and trying to trim, and I was accidentally trimming some of the lashes. So I would hold the lashes this way with the band at the top and kind of put your scissors through here and trim down so that you don't accidentally clip any of the lashes, because I accidentally did that last time and ended up with a bit of a bald spot. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim both my lashes into 4 equal parts and then I'll be right back. So I've cut my lashes here, and as you can see, they are in 4 pretty equal-ish pieces. And another important thing to keep in mind is keep them in the right order so you know which ones are the long ones for the end and which ones are the shorter ones for the inside of your eye. With these kind of winged out lashes, that matters. If you're using a lash that's kind of full all the way across, wouldn't matter as much, but I try to keep it in the same order as they came. So they're ready to go. And then I quickly want to talk about glue. I use this Duo dark tone glue, which I think is just kind of like everyone's go-to. I like dark toned glue better than clear because I find that it always just like dries white. And if you're wearing winged liner and applying your lashes the classic way on top of your eyelashes, then you can always go over it with eyeliner. But for this method, since we're applying it underneath, there's really no way or no easy way, I guess, to color in those mistakes with liner. So what I do is I put a little dot of this just on the back of my hand, and I also have a makeup wipe handy here. That's another tip that is helpful because sometimes the glue gets a little messy. And just a word to the warning, I actually stained the shirt I was wearing the first time I tried this with the dark glue, and I haven't been able to get the stain out. So that shirt is at the dry cleaners trying to be resurrected. But just so you know, beware of the dark glue. It does stain very badly and does not come out with stain remover. So I have the dollop of glue on the back of my hand, and now we're gonna go ahead and apply the lashes. So I'm gonna pick them up with my tweezers. If you have something less sharp, like some of those lash kind of tweezers, things that are made specifically for this, I would go ahead and use those. But I just grip my first little lash, and I'm starting with an outside piece, like the more winged one to go on the outside. I like to start from the outside and work my way in. I just find that's easier personally. You can start from the inside and work your way out, a little buggy, if that's easier for you. But I hold them like this, and then the other tip is, right now they're kind of curved this way. So I'm gonna take the kind of inside top part here and dip it down this way in the glue. Typically, I feel like when you use a strip lash, you would dip it down this way because you need the glue to be on this side. But since we're going underneath, we need the glue to be on the kind of top side of the lash. So I'm just gonna dip it in like this and kind of get a little bit of glue on there. And then I just wave it around a little bit and wait for it to get just a little tacky, not too crazy. I find that since the pieces are so small, it's a lot easier to like stick them on, so it's not as pertinent how tacky the glue is. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to apply this close enough to the camera so that you guys can see. My mirror is over here, so hopefully this goes well. I'm gonna have to look in the mirror, but I just look up like this, go from underneath, and then without sticking it to your lash line, I just try to apply it as close as possible to the base of my lashes without touching my lash line. Hopefully you guys can see that. So there we go, stuck it on, easy. I personally have never been able to successfully apply false strip lashes myself anytime I've ever worn them, like my sister or someone else has applied them. So this is really revolutionary. I found that this just totally changes the game, and I was able to easily do it myself the first time, which is unheard of. So that first one's on, and now I'm just going to the next one in, and I'm gonna go ahead and stick it right next to that one I've already applied. And I'm holding this a little too close to the base of the lashes, so I'm gonna adjust my tweezers that way. Okay, there's another tip right there. I usually try not to adjust and repress the lashes. It's usually best if you just put it in one and let go. Every time I try to like adjust it and pinch it closer, I just find that my tweezers pull the lash away. Now moving on to the third little piece. And now for the final piece in the corner, I'm just doing the same thing and placing it really close to the lash line. I'm sure you guys are getting really great like up the nose shots of me doing this. Okay, so the lashes are applied. I'll come in a little closer so that you guys can see how they look. And then I don't have any eyeliner on the top, and hopefully you guys can see how it really just looks more like I think an eyelash extension and doesn't really have that strip lash effect. And even if you do want to apply them on the top, I think cutting lashes into 4 pieces really does help because you can like more easily control them. And I just find when it's the whole strip lash, like I can get the inside to stick but not the outside and not the middle, or I can get the middle to stick and not the outside and the inside. So it just is really hard for me. So I really like this strategy of cutting them into 4s and applying them underneath your lashes for a little bit more of like a natural fluttery effect. So this is how I do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, all credit goes to Brandy Jackson. She taught me this technique on her IGTV video, so I'll definitely link her Instagram and YouTube down below so you guys can check her out. And this is it, guys. I'm so excited because I literally have never been able to apply strip lashes. I know I've said that a million times in this video, but this just like really changed the game for me, and I feel like I want to wear lashes every day now. It's just so easy. It's comfortable. If it feels uncomfortable or is like irritating your eye at all, then you're too close to your lash line and you need to get more on your lashes. Like right now, the lashes as I blink aren't on my waterline, so since they're just resting on my lash line, when I close my eyes even, I can't hardly feel them. I can feel them a little bit just like you always can with any kind of false lashes, even extensions, you can just kind of feel the weight of them, but it's just so comfortable if it's not touching your lash line. So let me know if you guys try this out. Hopefully I explained this well enough, and let me know if you need any help or clarification. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments, so leave me a comment down below if this was helpful and if you enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching.